The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball, your host of the Scholastic Ball Report. As always, we have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, the boys basketball team at Bryan Station High School. From Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week with some great sports action. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week, Bell County's girls basketball player, Gracie Joe Wilder. She averages 28 points a game and has a 3.8 GPA. From UK Sports Medicine Healthcare, Bryan Station Athletic Trainer, David Jake Jacobs. Well, we know what you want. You want highlights. We got it. It's called Game Time. Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, Lindsey Goff.
Many games starting late tonight, so I guess being punctual was not a New Year's resolution. For some, I'm Brian Milam, battling a cold. That's Lee K. Howard taking a break from the station scavenger hunt.
That's right. We're collecting little tiny ninjas around the station, and I'm pretty sure I'm winning right now. Don't be jealous, Brian. We had some high-profile matchups, though, tonight across the Bluegrass, and that means we start with a top team in our area, or in the state, really.
Yeah, Great Crossing, the #1 team in the land, according to the media votes. And why not? King of the Bluegrass champions, runner-up in the prestigious Beach Ball Classic. The Warhawks are loaded tonight at Madison Central. Georgia Tech, you remember, had Lethal Weapon 3 back in 1990.
I remember.
Well, Great Crossing has their own version of that. Central's Cody Morrison was the man for the tribe. He's the head chief. 10 of 16 from the floor. 4 of 6 from deep. He had 26 points. The Warhawks have a great deal of length, and when you've got a 7'1" and a 6'5" coming at you, it's easy to panic. Great Crossing the steal ahead to Vince Dawson. Misses, but Malachi Marino is there for the cleanup. And then Marino with the outlet pass, and Dawson serves Jeremiah Godfrey at the rim. The hammer and the nail. Central hangs tough, but Great Crossing has enough. 57-51. Our WKYT Athlete of the Week doesn't even play anymore in the Commonwealth. But former Woodford County star Jasper Johnson did have a unique homecoming last Sunday. Johnson, who now plays at Link Academy over in Branson, Missouri, returned to Versailles with his Lions teammates and just blistered Huntington Prep. 90-52. Johnson scoring a game-high 37 points. And if my math is correct, the Southpaw UK recruit had 10 three-pointers. After the game, Johnson was pleased with his performance.
And it was great. It's always great to come back home. Did it in honor of my grandfather. I feel like I performed really good. We came out with the win, so it felt amazing. I mean, yeah, I always want to put on a show for my fans and people who come out to support me. But I mean, I knew they were rocking with me regardless, good or bad games. So I mean, I had no pressure really. Just wanted to come out and have fun.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Bryan Station boys basketball team. With us is basketball coach Champ Ligon, 2 of his players. Welcome to the Scholastic Ball Report, Coach Ligon.
Oh, great to be here. There's no place I'd rather be but with you, Gary.
How does it feel to be back in Lexington, even though you were there before, but now you're back at Bryan Station?
Oh, it feels great. The most special part of the job coming back is like a lot of the players I coached the first time around, now I'm coaching their kids. Example, Davion right here. He's the son of DJ Adams, who played for me back in 2003 through 2005.
Talk about your season so far this year, Coach, upcoming opponents and tournament play, things like that.
Well, we finished the first part of our season 13-1, and now we're getting into district play, and we've got 5 weeks of basically straight district games, and our district is really strong. Henry Clay currently undefeated. We plan to change that. Frederick Douglass, who's also highly ranked. Sayre's got a really good team. Scott County's traditionally really strong. I mean, it's a tough district.
Well, describe your makeup and experience on the team this year, your key players, so to speak.
We've really got 12 players that all have some varsity experience and all are varsity level players. And we've been building for 3 years, and most of the guys have been in the program for 2 or 3 years. And it's really just coming to fruition, all our hard work over the past 3 years. And they're a close group. They're a hard-working group. We've got size. We've got athleticism. We've got depth. We pretty much got it all.
Well, Coach, introduce your players with us today and tell us a little bit about them.
Okay, right here is Davion Adams.
How you doing?
He's a senior for me, about 6'3". He's really been playing varsity for 3 years, and he's just a workhorse. He can handle the ball. He can play inside out. Rebounds well, shoots it well. Is becoming a leader for us. Really has grown up a lot during the last 3 years, and he really makes a big difference for us. And this guy over here, Amari Owens, just a super sophomore. He's our leading scorer. He's uncanny at times. Really, he can get to the basket on anybody. When we need a defensive play, he'll make a steal. When we need a rebound, he'll get the rebound. He pretty much, a lot of people look at him as just a scorer, but he's much more than that. He's got great court vision. He's really just a phenomenal talent and getting better every day.
Amari Owens, how you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing?
Good. The Swiss Army knife at Bryan Station basketball. How'd you get interested in playing basketball?
My whole family, we're just like a basketball family. So it was really like my dad just put the ball in my hands, because my uncle, everybody played basketball. So
What position do you play and that you like to play the most?
play point guard. I kind of like playing shooting guard more, so I can shoot the ball, but mostly point guard.
What do you work on the most in practice?
I try to work on my defense for real. Sometimes shooting, sometimes I try to shoot shots I shoot in the game. Get ready for the game that way.
How do you think you contribute to the team the most?
Bringing defense, scoring, trying to help my teammates so we can. The goal is state, so I try to bring what I could bring for the team, so we go to state.
Davion Adams, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing?
Good. Who motivated you to start playing basketball?
My father motivated me because I grew up playing baseball, and I started down the road, 8 years old. So he put a ball in my hands. Coach Reese too, if you heard of him. Coach Reese motivated me too to play basketball.
Describe your first experience playing basketball, Davion.
My first experience was it was great. I mean, I couldn't really put the ball in the basket because I was new and stuff. So I just had to work on it and learn stuff. It was fun though.
What do you like about the game of basketball?
What I love about the game of basketball is my teammates and winning for real. My teammates, they bring love to the game and stuff. We all hang out and stuff like that. It's fun. It's a great time.
What positions do you play primarily?
I play small forward and power forward sometimes, the 3 and the 4.
And what is your most memorable game playing at Bryan Station?
It was against Sarah. I went 10 for 10. I didn't miss a shot, and I went 6 for 6 on 3, 28 points.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, loose there out of the gym that night.
Thank you, Coach Ligon, Mari, and Davion for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
Oh, thank you. It's always good to be on your show. You guys do a great job, man. Hopefully we'll be team of the week again before it's all said and done.
That's it for the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Bryan Station High School. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report. Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. As we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week, Gracie Jo Wilder, girls basketball player from Bell County High School. Welcome into the show, Gracie Jo.
Hi.
How did you get interested in playing basketball?
My dad grew up playing basketball, and really, I was basically like born into basketball because like Dad played, all of his friends played, and I just ended up playing from a very young age, and I just stuck with it.
What positions do you play?
I play a 3-guard and a 4-man.
And what do you work on in practice?
We've been working on recently having defensive like grind and having grit and effort and just working with each other to want it more than the other team and to just be able to pull out a win and be able to finish a whole 4 quarters.
What's your favorite thing about playing basketball on one of the best teams in Eastern Kentucky, Bell County?
Probably just the atmosphere and like the games and even in practice and like just the atmosphere. Having like know to have those people with you and always have those supporters behind you.
Now let's talk about your academic accomplishments because you're really well accomplished. You're a great student with a GPA of 3.8. Wow. What's your favorite academic area or subject?
Science and math.
Good choice. Are you involved in any other sports activities in Bell County?
Yes, I also play volleyball and I also do track.
You know, you're doing both very well. Discuss your time management plan to excel in the classroom with basketball and other activities you do.
You got to just be able to separate it away from each other. You have school and then you have your sports. You got to be able to even everything out and balance it all out.
Well, thank you very much, Gracie, for being on the show today.
Thank you.
That's Gracie Jo Wilder of Bell County, the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes from Great Crossing on the road at Madison Southern. Malachi Marino, the outlet pass, Vince Dawson, the alley, and Jeremiah Godfrey, the finish at the rim. Take another look at it. A big win for Great Crossing, 57-51 over Madison Central. Once again, showing why they might just be the top team in the state.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. For the UK Healthcare and Sports Medicine segment, Athletic Training Tips. Today, we have athletic trainer David Jake Jacobs from Bryan Station High School. Welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report, Jake.
Hello, great to be here. Thank you.
Jake's topic today is the preparation before, during, and after a state championship type event like the KHSAA State Football Championships at Kroger Field that Bryan Station played in December. And wow, I can't imagine all the things you have to do to get ready. So talk about the things an athletic trainer has to put together prior to going to a large venue like Kroger Field.
Always the first part of the week, I always look at the weather, make sure I know how to dress. Do we need to take the rain gear or a lot of heavy coats? Unfortunately, this year we had to take the rain gear, and we always take tents with us. And unfortunately, we're unable to use them, but tables, treatment tables, taping tables, and make sure you have plenty of tape. Make sure you have all your first aid equipment with you, crutches, They're splints. They all go into one certain bag, so it's called the crutch bag, your first aid kit, and what you take on the field with you, like my first aid bag.
So,
and plenty of
I
water.
mean,
Make sure you have water.
Water, yeah, got you. Do you have to tape, set up like a taping schedule or a treatment type schedule for your athletes way ahead of time?
Well, ahead of time, but we head on the field an hour before the game. So we make sure that we have the taping stations set up about 2 hours before the game. So we start taping. So it's like going on the field at an hour before the game. So we tape at least an hour before they go into the field. So yeah, sometimes then the special teams go first, getting taped, and then on down.
Gotcha. So talk about your on-field responsibilities during the game.
Oh, basically, I always like to call ourselves lifeguards without water. I know we do more than that, but we always sit around just waiting for something not to happen or to happen. You don't want it to happen. That means we're busy and we are working. So really just watching every play. Every once in a while, you get called away from the plays because someone comes off and you did maybe not see it because you're blocked or something like that. Maybe you didn't see the injury. So your back is to the field. That's why you hopefully have good assistants with you that can watch the field for you while you're taking care of the injured athlete.
So how would you handle an injury in a big venue like that? Do you have any extra help there or anything?
Well, I do have some great student athletic trainers that help me. And but mostly, hopefully, it's not a bad injury, so we can take care of it right there. And they can get themselves off the field without help. But in a big venue like that, there was other medical personnel there to help in case something would happen.
And everybody goes home when the game's over, but I'm sure the athletic trainers don't right away. So talk about your duties after a contest like that.
Yeah, as an athletic trainer, you're always the first ones there and the last ones to leave. So after the game, you have to make sure that the field is broken down and put away. And when you travel, you always have to make sure it gets back on the bus. And then you always check to see who needs any type of treatment. And if there's any type of injury that you need to really check out, if they need to get called parents need to be called or anything like that. So we're usually the last ones to get on the bus because usually our equipment is usually the last ones to get off the field.
Gotcha. So a lot of people just think, oh, okay, that's an easy job. They tape a few things, but no, they're probably there longer than the staff running the event. So,
that's always a good thing when it's used.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's always a good thing when we're not doing anything. We're kind of getting paid for what we know and not what we do.
Exactly. That's what you want. It's what, you're exactly. There just in case, and you hope there's no injury or anything major that happens during the game.
Correct.
For sure. So.
Correct.
Well, thank you, Jake, for that important information and tip on what an athletic director does, the preparation before, during, and after a game at an athletic contest, or in this case, a large state high school football championship.
Thank you very much. You guys have a great week.
That's it. Jake Jacobs from UK Healthcare and Sports Medicine in Bryan Station High School with another great segment of athletic tips. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Douglas just lost to Bryan Station on Tuesday night, looking for a bounce back at home, hosting Scott County. Tristan Christopher, 2 first names, 1 silky smooth shot. 3 of his game-high 21 points. Armello Boone, one of the top players in the city. However, that lamp looked more like Daniel Boone. That's DeMarcus Surratt, though, and he's there to clean it up for the tip-in. He had 17 for Douglas. Redbirds hanging around. Preston Luckett, wide open. Better be Luckett than good. And you know who else is good? Avion Chenault, hard to guard. 2 of his 15 points. Douglas does it, 72-53.
I saw it today where the GRC Montgomery County matchup is being called the War on I-64. That's pretty cool. Montgomery County coach Jason Mays, the first year of that rivalry, and off the opening tip, backdoor, Malachi Ashford, the dime to Rashawn Hampton. And then Ashford calls his own number, the drive, the leaner, the bucket. GRC quickly out of the gate. At the other end, Brecken Decker That is the best name in Central Kentucky. Gets the spin and the jumper to go. Cuts the lead to 2. Then it's Ethan Dunn from nearly the same spot. Lost start, mid-range jumper. But Clark County GRC takes care of business, 72-48.
Well, that's our show for this week. Special thanks to our Scholastic Ball Report team. Pratt Spins King of Stream, William Warfield. Joel Clace, our director from WKYT. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. WKYT sports staff of Bryan Milam, Lee K. Howard, Lindsey Gall. So once again, for those you see and you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.